choose to rebalance the use of resources to a more egalitarian pattern of consumption. We need to make the growth greener by making our economic and environmental policies more compatible towards the same. I am sure that this convention would provide a unique platform to discuss and deliberate the state-of-the-art innovations in engineering and technology for sustainable development. Nearly 3/4 of the world's people live in less developed countries and 1/5 are below the poverty line. Development to eliminate poverty should be on a sustainable basis. Creation of awareness on environment protection is the need of the hour. Restoring natural systems and improving natural resource conservation and adoption of ecologically best management practices at the grassroots level are central to a strategy for protecting our environment. Increasing purchasing power, artificial consumption pattern linked to market-driven consumerism is stressing the resource base of developing countries further. It is important to address these issues and counter them through education and public awareness. Encouraging innovative practices that are sustainable and environment friendly are needed, and a creation of knowledge bank on this would be useful to address the global environmental challenge. Integration of agriculture with land and water management and with ecosystem conservation is essential for both environmental sustainability and agricultural production. An environmental perspective is required to guide the evaluation of all development projects, recognizing the role of natural resources in local livelihoods. The promotion of product diversity is to be checked against threat, if any, for biodiversity. Sustainable agriculture is both a philosophy and a system of farming. It has its root in a set of values that reflects an awareness of both ecological and social realities. Sustainable agricultural systems must be designed to take optimum advantage of existing soil nutrient and water cycles, energy flows, and soil organisms for food production. The paramount importance of education in affecting social change is recognized. Mainstream education must be realigned to promote awareness, attitudes, concerns, and skills so as to lead the sustainable development. Basic education, which promotes functional literacy, livelihood skills, understanding of the immediate environment, and values of responsible citizenship, is a precondition for sustainable development. The empowerment of women and girls, improvising access to basic and higher education, training and capacity building are vital for development of the nation. The state and central governments have taken education as their prime agenda. The aim of Right to Education Act is to ensure that access to education is provided to all. Improved collaboration among research institutions, the private sector, NGOs, and government, collaborations and partnerships between and among scientists, government and all stakeholders on scientific research for environment protection and its widespread application needs to be improved towards a low carbon future with cleaner energy and greener growth. I am confident that this international seminar, pre-conference workshop, will not only be a forum for dissemination of knowledge, but will also pave way for amalgamating the international research scholars, academicians, and practitioners to come closer and dwell on various issues and challenges pertinent to sustainable development. I convey my warm felicitations to Dr. S.V. Balasubramanian, Chairman, Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, Dr. Angela Dean, Head School of Technology, University of Derby, United Kingdom, and to all participating delegates from India and abroad. I wish the International Convention all success. My greetings to all of you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. All occasions are marked.
Again, we request our respected trustee, Thiru B. Sarnan, to present a shawl and a memento to Dr. V.K. Shanmugam, IAS, District Collector, Erode.
May we now request our beloved Director, Dr. S.K. Sundararaman, to present a shawl. May we now request our beloved Director, Dr. S.K. Sundararaman, to present a shawl and a memento to Dr. P. Kaliraj, Vice Chancellor, officiating an
We request our beloved Director, Dr. S.K. Sundararaman, to present a shawl and a memento to Dr. Angela D., Head, School of Technology, University of Derby, United Kingdom.
Thank you, sirs. We now request our beloved Director.
Most respected Chief Guest of this International Convention, His Excellency the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Dr. K. Rosaiah, distinguished invitees on the stage and off the stage. It gives me extreme happiness to propose a vote of thanks for the inauguration of the International Convention of Innovations in Engineering and Technology for Sustainable Development. As many of you know, Bannari Amman has gone from strength to strength in the last 15 years. Today we are one of the largest technology campuses in Tamil Nadu, more than 5,500 students, and we have won accolades over and over again for our achievements. In line with our motto to stay ahead, we have actually tried to see what we can do different, what would make us leaders. And the focus for Bannari Amman at this stage is to look at R&D, look at doing things other people can't do, look at international collaborations and being a truly international organization. This International Convention on Innovations in Engineering and Technology for Sustainable Development is one of the significant steps that we have taken in this direction in this year. This significant step has become a landmark event by the fact that we have today with us the first citizen of Tamil Nadu, His Excellency the Governor of Tamil Nadu, Dr. K. Rosaiah, to inaugurate the event and to shower his blessings on all present here. It is truly a landmark event in the history of Bannari Amman Institute of Technology, and sir, on behalf of my chairman and the entire family of Bannari Amman, I express my very humble thanks to you for being here with us today and guiding us today. I am also thankful to Madam Governor for having come to Bannari Amman Institute of Technology. I am extremely happy to thank Dr. V.K. Shanmugam, IAS, the District Collector of Erode, under whose guidance the entire administration has been functioning for the last 1 week's time. It's a personal note, I can say that I have rarely come across somebody with that kind of detail and planning on a day-to-day basis into making this function a great success. Thank you very much, sir. I wish to extend my sincere thanks to Dr. P. Kaliraj, the Vice Chancellor officiating Anna University, Chennai. As you all know, it is the university that guides us and does the macro planning for us. And it is with the help of Anna University, with their blessings, and especially with the blessings of the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kaliraj, that we are here to have this great function. Thank you very much, sir. When we actually, Bannari talks to a lot of institutes around the world. When we decided that we were looking up for a partner among the people that we are interacting with for doing this conference, we selected unanimously, the entire team at Bannari selected the University of Derby to approach for being a partner for this, mainly because at the end of the day, any collaboration is about the people who matter, it's the people who run things, and our experience with the University of Derby in curriculum transfer, in every interaction that we had so far, including about the strength of students over this year, has been that they have actually met our expectations and exceeded them. And thank you very much, Dr. Angela B, for taking the effort, and thank you for your team as well, for being with us here in what I see as possibly 3 days of meaningful interaction and the start of a great friendship over the years to come. Thank you very much for being here. Let me thank the members of the district administration, the RDO, DRO, especially the members of the police force, the SP, Mrs. Ponni, and the DSP of Santiago, Mr. Muthuswamy, who probably didn't go to his office for the last 1 week and was here and micromanaging everything from the landing sites, the people coming inside. This whole function has happened because of so many invisible hands over and beyond the people at BIT who have come together to do this. Let me thank every one of you for the great support that you have given. Likewise, my thanks to the secretary, the ADC, to the governor, the PSO, and the entire team of the governor's staff who have been extremely courteous and great help in organizing this function. The members of the PWD, the fire department, the health department, and all other supporting departments that have come together. The distinguished invitees who have come here, members of the trust board, Dr. S.V. Arappan, MD, Mr. B. Saravanan of Bannari Amman Sugars, advisor Dr. Vijay Kumar, friends, Anil, Madhavi, and one and all who have come here, the MLA of this constituency, Mr. Sundaram, everybody, thank you all. It's a truly great start to this function, and not the least, the team at Bannari Amman, the students, the staff, the supporting staff, thank you. You have made us all proud. Keep it going, keep it rocking. Members of the media, all of the invitees, let me, at the cost of not forgetting anybody else, we once again thank all of you for being here for the inauguration. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Patriotism is the urge to strive for the advancement of one society and sacrifice everything for its welfare. A salute to the nation exemplifies the love and faith that we have for our nation. With absolute faith, let us all rise for the national anthem.